everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the chat. You tuned into the Crypto Flight Edition. Fellow competitors speaking. Dogecoin is just hanging out just below that 50-cent level. That was the last level that we wanted to see that push up to. That has been accomplished. Now I can just kind of sit back and understand what could potentially take place next in the market. So let's go over this story on Dogecoin. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, consider joining us. Please do your fundamental research. We're going over the beautiful story behind the price action only. All right. So let's dive right into the level that it needs to stay above, pull up the critical range, and just go over a few things. Let's get into it here, shall we? All right, so today's May the 18th, 2021, and the current price of Dogecoin is going to be 47 cents. It's down approximately 2.6% for the day. Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. ASMR, interesting analysis. Let's go ahead and pull up the original lines that we have for Dogecoin, and they are as followed. All right, so pretty simple, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the same critical range. Hopefully we left a link for the video that Dogecoin was just kind of hanging out within on the last video. Made me a little bit nervous there, right? But I was just looking for one thing, a push to 50 cents. That has been accomplished. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what needs to take place next is, as long as little Doge can stay above the 41-cent level, like at the worst case scenario, just because there's a red screen doesn't mean the price will continue down. I'm just giving you the practical placement of the price action over the course of, let's give it like 7 days, perhaps, maybe even a little bit more time. The longer, the better. Okay, the graceful touchbacks on the previous level of resistance are the most understanding for me to develop a story for the next thing that could take place in the market. Okay. Of course, the worst case scenario would be assuming that the buyers are still in full control here. Would be the 36-cent level right here. And if that were to hold, that would be perfectly in line with what I understand. If we were to pull up the RSI here, because I think on one of our videos, one of our commenters actually mentioned that we shed some light on the bearish divergence. If you notice here on the April the 16th is high in the RSI in comparison to a high in the price. And then the next little small area here was actually a lower high in the RSI, May the 5th, corresponding with a higher high in the price action. That's actually a bearish indication that the market wants to move lower. But again, as long as it can stay above or within the critical range, everything will be just fine. Let's give the price action at least a week, up to 2 weeks, so that the market can find a sufficient amount of buying interest to consolidate within a range just above 41 cents, potentially even lower. If it gets lower, just be open to that, guys. I mean, that would be not within what I would understand in the story of the Dogecoin. Okay, so for me to truly understand, it needs to stay above it at the worst case scenario, wicks only 36 cents. Let's give it, like, again, 2 weeks. Let this spread out, sideways consolidating. If you're long-term investing, this would obviously be an area that you would have to open up your chart and understand that, yeah, this is probably a good placement for you to add more to your position. Not sure what your buy-in is, but yeah, this would just be some sort of another temperature formation for the market in preparation to rip to the upside. We've gone over this before, guys. We've seen this play out before for those of you who have been following us closely. So that is pretty much it. You have the critical range. I mean, it's still the same. It's 36 up to 41. So as long as the price I think this is truly given like a lot of you some, some interesting educational guidance. If ever you see the price go down to specific levels, you already know like what to do or how to react. And you're never like freaking out or panicking like, oh my God, Dogecoin's down like 5% or 10%. It's crashing. You guys are like super calm. Like, yeah, Napolean already told me it's like 41 cents, dude. So, yeah, everything's fine as long as it's above 41 cents. It must feel good to like have that kind of information, right? Let me know down in the comment section if you guys appreciate that. Leave an appropriate thumb there. That's all we ask. All right, so yeah, the video is done. So. Again, leave an appropriate thumb just below the video to support the channel, because the YouTube algorithm can promote the video and the channel. If you can help us out with that, thank you kindly. Also, before you go, we cover the alternative the traditional stocks. I'm not sure if you're into that, but we cover that 7 days a week. Kindly join us on this interesting journey. We'd love to have you here as we do the best we can to understand the ebbs and the flows in the market. So be sure to tune in on our next video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Be sure to execute your strategies out there to protect your portfolio, of course. So we're going to talk soon, and Bye for now.